Hello guys and welcome to another episode of TVG Talk. My name is Paco Treviño and I'm with
Lauro Chapa
and Carlos Cáceres.
And we're the TVGamers, and today we'll be talking about Nintendo and DeNA partnership. Well, first let's hear Laura's opinion on this.
I think this is great. I mean, some people demonize the mobile gamings. I mean, the hardcore gamers, really demonize the mobile games. They say they're not real gamers and whatnot. But I think this is a very good idea because kids nowadays play a lot of mobile games, and it's a really useful tool for Nintendo to win money for their real games, quote-unquote real games, and to introduce people to these franchises, lost franchises, and to real gaming, quote-unquote.
Carlos?
Well, to tell the truth, I'm not really a hardcore fan of, let's say, mobile games. Don't imagine playing like, let's say, side scrollers on mobile games. I'm not really a fan. But I think, as Lauro says, it will be a great opportunity for those who would like to take gaming a little bit, let's say, on the go, but without having to buy the expensive console or let's say, handheld, like the 3DS or something like this. It will give a lot of opportunities to those kind of people. That's what I believe.
Yeah, that's true. I think that Nintendo isn't looking at this as a strategy of, oh yeah, we're gonna get a lot of money of this. I mean, they probably will, but yeah. I think that this is like a huge advertisement for their core stuff.
Yeah, they're expanding.
Yeah, they're expanding the brand. I think that this is their bottom line. Like, we're not interested in releasing Mario, let's say, Mario Jump or Mario Run or whatever.
Mario Jump.
Shots fired, Sega. Shots fired, Sega.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that that's their objective. I think that's the means to, hey, we have these more complex games or these more complete games that are called Super Mario 3D World or New Super Mario Bros. U, and you can check them out. If you like this one, those are awesome too. I think that's their true bottom line or their true objective here.
Yeah. I mean, we can see that they're expanding not only with this. I mean, there's been the rumors of the new Zelda live-action series on Netflix. There's a rumor of the Super Mario movie with Sony. I mean, they're definitely searching more things to do than only...
I'm really afraid.
And in the upcoming movie Pixels with Adam Sandler, Donkey Kong will be making an appearance.
Yeah,
there.
I mean...
Really? I didn't know about that.
And Bowser appears on Wreck-It Ralph. And
yeah, true.
Oh, yeah, I'm still mad because Mario didn't appear.
Well, maybe he was too expensive.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, but Sonic
money makes the world
Why
go round.
Sonic, but no Mario?
Well, Sonic is kind of a slut these days.
Yeah, he's everywhere. But
Jobless hedgehog.
Yeah, Sonic for hire, anyone?
Yeah.
Another very interesting thing is what types of games will we be seeing? And this is something actually Laura touched on earlier. So what do you guys think? Carlos, let's start with you.
Well, as I said before, I will very easily imagine some side scrollers. Let's say it will be very difficult to, let's say, play the classics of Super Mario, right?
Well, they already said that they won't be releasing their existing library.
That still leaves a chance to, let's say, make a new world and play, no?
Yeah. Well, and the 2D platformer formula is already an existing one in the mobile.
Yeah, of course. We have seen, let's say, recently, we have all seen Flappy Bird that it has like the pipes of Super Mario. Yeah. It's kind of like ridiculous.
Yeah. And there's actually, I was checking the other day, there's actually a lot of Mario clones.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mario clones.
Really?
Yeah.
So it won't be hard to port. I mean, they can do it in one day. Probably they can port NES and SNES Nintendo games to the mobile games, but they already said that they won't be doing that. They want to create new content. They want to embrace this.
Yeah.
What else could they make?
I mean, I think they will be doing 3 types of games. One, it's gonna be like Pokemon Shuffle, which follows the Candy Crush type formula in which you have lives and you have to pay for more. I mean, and you can play. I mean, you don't have to pay. You can wait some time and then get more lives.
Premium games.
Yeah, freemium games. Another type of game would be like the Sega Sonic games, in which they are free and you have infinite lives, but you have a lot of ads. And there are some things you can pay for, but you don't have to enjoy the game. And full games, which you will have to pay for in the beginning, like I don't know, $2-3, and then play the full game. Of course, nothing compared to a 3DS or
3DS
or a
console,
console game.
Yeah, of course. That's actually, I agree totally with that. I can imagine them making other kinds of games. Let's say, no, I can imagine other types.
Well,
Any
for
idea?
example, a very popular game on mobile devices is the Age of Empires style, like Clash of Clans
Yeah.
and things like that. Like maybe we can see a Zelda Clash of Clans.
Zelda
like,
Clash of Clans, that would be
Yeah, like-
interesting.
I mean, the ideas are infinite.
yeah, I mean,
And they have a lot of resources to choose from, right?
oh yeah, I
You
mean,
want
have-
Zelda, you want Mario, you want Donkey Kong.
I mean, it's a great tool to bring back old forgotten IPs like F-Zero or
for example, Metroid, maybe a
Metroid.
Metroid rail shooter. I don't know,
Maybe.
man. I mean,
and
I
maybe
can
this can
imagine.
be a step to making a full console one, or like handheld or home console one.
yeah, that's very true. In fact, they've been using developers from, for example, the Ocarina of Time 3D remake.
Yeah.
They're using that team, like part of that team, to make the next Zelda on Wii U, along with some of the people that work on Wind Waker HD. So we have seen like little development teams work on, let's say, easier or less complex games, and then they bring them to the more complex stuff because they already have experience with the idea.
Of course.
So maybe this would apply too for smartphone games.
I think bottom line, this is very good news,
Yeah,
and
me too.
I'm excited to see what we get.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Do you think that, how many time do you think that it has to pass so we can see our first, let's say, Nintendo game?
They say
on
later
apps?
this year.
Later this year?
Yeah, I think they said later this year.
Really
Yeah.
fast?
Yeah, it won't be in much
Yeah.
time.
I mean, it has to do with development time. You definitely don't have the same development time that you would have for, let's say, Super Mario Galaxy or Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
This is-
it doesn't even compare.
Do you think it will be a Mario game?
Oh, I think that will be the first thing that they'll be releasing,
Yeah.
a Mario game. I don't know what will it be. Maybe, I don't know if it's Dr. Mario, if it's a platformer, but it will have Mario in it. I'm pretty sure that will be...
Or maybe they'll just port Pokemon Shuffle, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Did you say...
Well, maybe not a straight up port,
yeah.
but like the same idea or this basically the same game applied to smartphone.
Again,
Yeah.
they can choose from whatever they have in their pocket. So
Yeah, there is no boundaries to what they could come up with.
let's see what surprises Nintendo has for us on the next few months, maybe. See what happens. I just hope this is not really, let's say, it's future, only future. Let's say the console industry endures for at least, say what? 20 years more. I'm happy with that.
Well, they already said that they're working on another console, so
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and that brings us to our next topic.
yeah, the Project NX, which so far everything we know about the game is that it's an upcoming console. Satoru Iwata mentioned it in the press release alongside DeNA, and that's pretty much it.
So we know
anything-
nothing, basically.
No, actually, it's very good news because this confirms that smartphone games are not the future of Nintendo; they're part of it.
You're right. That's very important.
But let's talk about Project NX. Laura, what do you think Project X will be like?
I mean, I think it would be a hybrid mobile handheld kind of thing. I really don't think it's a new home console. I don't think they'll ditch the Wii U this fast.
Handheld.
Handheld, like new 3DS. I mean,
Really?
you're talking about speaking next year about it or this year?
No, next year.
Next year the the Nintendo NX. So they're just talking about it. Then there's like releasing maybe 2 or 3 years more. So I can see this being the next handheld, and I think that it may have like a store for their mobile games.
That would be a pretty good idea. I haven't thought about that. Well, it will make me more happy than having to ditch my Wii U, let's say, on the next few years. It's not let's say, an easy acquisition for many of us.
Well, well, I don't think that the Wii U is done, at least just yet, because even though it's already announced, we haven't seen the console-defining Zelda.
My Zelda
haven't-
game.
We haven't seen Star Fox. It's announced, but not yet. But we haven't seen Metroid. We haven't seen Yoshi already announced, but it's been delayed forever now. But for example, we haven't seen the Super Mario of this generation.
Yeah, we cannot go without a generation with Mario.
Yeah,
I mean,
You're right.
We had 3D World, but that's sort of like a hybrid.
yeah, that's like a
yeah.
cop out.
Yeah, that's like, hey, let's release a 3D game that plays a lot like a 2D game, and make it a thing. But that's not like, say.
Yeah, that's
Mario-
not it.
That's not the follow up to Mario Galaxy 2.
No.
I mean,
That's right.
that can't be it.
That can't
I
be it.
mean,
No.
I think I will get really mad if they, let's say, create the next console this fast. Because, well, how many years the Wii U has been on the market, more or less?
Since Christmas 2012, so.
Oh, no, it's not
3 years.
3
3
years. On
years.
average, the consoles last about, what, 8 years,
8
9
years.
years?
Yeah,
Eight,
but.
nine.
I think we still have the Wii U, we'll have it for some time.
Yeah,
At least.
Yeah, that's why it makes a lot more sense for it to be
handheld.
a handheld,
Yeah.
or like Lara was saying, somewhere in between. Like maybe be able to use it as a controller, like a gamepad,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even be able to play some of the games that you have, let's say, on the eShop. But to at the same time be portable, that you can take anywhere you want, and to play any of the handheld games as well, or the smartphone games.
It will be actually pretty cool, I think. And the other thing I was thinking about is that I have seen that many next gen consoles have implemented a lot of, let's say, social compatibility with the, let's say, in the console. Do you think that we will increase?
Are you talking about Nintendo or
No, other consoles. Let's
I
say
think
Sony.
PlayStation
It's
has a share button?
Yeah,
man.
it's share button. Really, you
It's
hold
under
the
controller.
you hold that button and you can actually record the gameplay.
Yeah, so why not social? I mean, you can share things on Facebook. You can live stream it on PlayStation Network. So
Do you like that? Do you think it's?
I mean, I don't care for social gaming. So
But I
Yeah,
think
I
the
mean-
trend is going that way. We also see Microsoft
well,
implementing
it's
that
a
stuff.
trend, like we were talking earlier, on smartphone games. Like, oh yeah, share your records, invite your friends.
yeah,
But I think in console gaming, it's more about your friend lists.
I mean, Nintendo is trying. They have the Miiverse.
Yeah, they do have a Miiverse.
Oh, yeah, that's,
It's like a social network, man.
it's Focus.
And they
Focus on
actually
video
just
games.
started giving us online multiplayer, like with anyone on the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because,
The Wii wasn't doing a very good
Yeah,
job
yeah.
at
No,
that.
let's not talk about that.
Yeah, no,
I'm still
that's
mad
not
about
the
Smash Bros.
example.
Brawl.
Yeah. But yeah, do you guys have anything else to add about Project NX?
No, what? How much? No, you said that next year they will
Next
talk
year,
about that.
they'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Right? Okay.
Yeah,
So
Satoru Iwata mentioned that they're only bringing it up, so we know that mobile gaming is not the future of Nintendo.
Yeah, it's just an expansion.
perfect.
So as we were saying before, I'm really excited to see what Nintendo has for us in the future. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. So am I. Let's see what happens.
Okay, guys, so I think that settles it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys next time.